Kevin's away to pick up another dumper, so we can shift more gravel later. 10 o'clock-ish we'll start doing that. I need to clear a space on the other side of that door where steel's going to be put down. The purlins for the shed are coming tomorrow. Dunk's away spraying, so I'll jump in the forklift, start shifting that. Got a wee party of cows following me this morning. Morning, Holly! So I'm just in the field of rape at the moment. Big breakdown. That's it. Wow. It's the drill working there. Lulu's now sitting behind me because her box is full. It's getting on fine back there. So sunflowers, you can see, we're starting to get attacked by slugs. It's quite a trait for sunflowers, is getting attacked by slugs and crows. In order to kind of protect them from the slugs, they just need to get up and away. They need to get sunshine and heat so they can get big enough that this slug having a wee nibble won't have much of an effect. Because at the small stage that they are just now, this slug having a wee bite is quite a large part of the plant. So sunshine and warmth is the way to hopefully keep them in good condition. So fingers crossed. So yesterday's question was, what was this piece on the top of the grain dryer in the hopper? And it's a level sensor. So this is the hopper where the grain fills up, so wheat, barley, oilseed rape and oats. It fills up, keep going up, and then once it hits this level, that sensor sends a feedback right down to the box down in the control room, stops the augers from filling up the hopper and starts onto the drying cycle rather than the filling cycle. So that's the space cleared. So there's purlins that come for the shed tomorrow. So they're the parts that go from the upright to the upright, that you then tech screw the sheets that are on the outside of the shed onto. Hitched up to this trailer. I'll just hook all the hydraulics up and the lights. Just opened the bleed on the air compressor. This trailer's got air brakes on it. So you need to release the pressure to release the brakes, and this tractor doesn't have air brakes, so I need to use the hydraulic brakes, so that's why I've bled that. No sign of movement on the digger man side of things, so we'll go and do some other jobs while we wait until he's ready for us to cart. Need to shift some gates along to the Highland calves that are along the road. We need to blood sample them so they can get a BVD. We can get a BVD negative status on the farm. So get them along the road, or we'll put gates up anyway, feed them, put a trough there so they get used to it, so we can get them in, and on Monday the vet will come and blood sample them. So Highland cows are in this field. You can see one of them there, one there. So the objective, there's a trough in there, feed them over the next few days in here, and then I'll be able to shut them in and bring back the livestock trailer and load them up this way. And we're out of here, done. Mystery digger man has appeared. He's been sorting out bolts, so that's slowed us down this morning, but we found plenty of other stuff to do. I'm just moving wood chips. Dunk's had a breakdown sprayer, and there's an electronic control box for each valve, and one of them has been knocked off or fallen off or whatnot, so we're trying to get a spare one so we can get going again. It's a nice day today, so don't want to miss out on a good day's spraying. Just putting these wood chips into this hopper. I'll show you the bottom of it. So that, as you can see, it's spinning just now, and there's an auger that runs away into that back wall. That's where the wood chip boiler is, behind there. So that auger in there draws out the wood chips, and this just moves the wood chips, so that's always fed with wood chips. So you can see it's kind of empty at the moment. We'll pile it right up. We're just away to shift gravel now, so I've left the forklift at Dunk while he waits for a part to come for the sprayer, so he'll shift the rest of that wood chip. We'll go start shifting gravel, and hopefully he'll get his electronic valve for the sprayer and he'll get going again. All heading out now. This is the trailer Kevin picked up this morning. It's on hire. My trailer and tractor is just beyond there, and one of Ralston guys has just headed out with another trailer. Can be a bit of a squeeze with the big bucket once you get it a bit full, so then switch to the smaller bucket and it gets a bit easier. So we're just shifting field stones, filling up all the trailers, cart them to the bottom of the shed, dump them, keep filling up. That's the plan for most of the day, I think. So first load off there, Kevin's just reversing up, get loaded up. We must have got about 30 loads yesterday, kind of afternoon moved. So hopefully we'll get a bit more done today. There's concrete coming tomorrow for the footings, so they can do the first kind of 60% of the footings with that concrete. Very sunny where we are just now, but along the hills you can see the rain. So hopefully we don't get any of that, and Dunk will keep spraying if he's got his new part for the sprayer, that is. Never seen him run. Tipped, you can see the digger's just in behind there. See how tight it is now, right on the edge of this pad. Don't really want to drive on this pad too much. That's the footing holes. So we've now got a flat pad. It was in the digger and flattened it all off, being a pocket for us to tip in. Fill this in again, and then I imagine we'll then be cutting a bit finer stuff to lay over the top and pack in. It'll fill all the gaps in between the stones, roll that flat, and then we'll be at a nice level again to fill all this in again with the trailers. The sprayer's not in the shed anymore, so that should be good news. Should be going again. Well, actually I can see him. He's up the top of the farm spraying up there, so good news, and it's dry, so we can get going, get on with the spraying, get ahead a bit. Loading up here with finer stuff. This will be used to cover a layer over the stones and pack it all in. This will fall in between all the gaps between the stones, so there's no air pockets. Pack it all in. Bunch change field again, making good progress today considering the breakdown. That's us getting loaded there. We were sitting in the verge, but it's getting a bit soft now, too much of an angle. So we're loading right out there. Take a fraction longer, but save us cowping a trailer. We've now got the rain and a queue waiting for me to be loaded up, so I'm not blocking the road. They'll just have to wait down there. Just letting the queue all pass. Kev's in the queue, there's another digger just been brought up in the queue, and 2 cars. So we've gone from glorious sunshine to fairly heavy rain now, so that'll be us for the evening. This is the last loads. We've filled in this section. This will all get then covered over all those stones, packed in with the roller. We were hopefully going to get a lot more shifted tomorrow, but it just depends how this rain gets on. Concrete's coming tomorrow for these pads. So these pads all the way up there, along there, down there all get poured. Just doing some quick industrial gardening. These dahlias are getting planted in here. I'm led to believe it's 4,000 of them. What comes to mind when you talk about gardening? Delicate planting of flowers. Tell you what, it's damn quick. So this is the seed, or the bulb, or kind of like a rooty type. Not sure what you'd call that, but chuck that in the ground. 12 inches deep, a foot, roughly. Chuck it in, bury it again. Job's a good one. If you know what this is called, actually, I don't know what it's called. A bulb, a root, a seed, don't know. Let me know. But very weird looking thing. This is not gardening advice. We are not gardeners. But I'll tell you in a few months if we're half decent. We're industrial gardeners. Big fields.
Will you dare to give it all?